Guess what? We finally did it.
Yes, we did. After what, about 13 months, 2 trips for Kim to Canada so that Helen and I could work side by side, sitting at 98% complete for who knows how many weeks, and at least one dramatic reading to a houseplant. I think we finally finished our book. We'd like to introduce you all to the What If Chronicles.
Hey, a real book, actual pages, and we really did read it to houseplants. Those were great memories. In the middle of winter, it was a cozy thing to do, actually. This has been one of the most transformative experiences for me.
I agree, Helen. Me too. Me too. This small phrase, what if, has been entirely revolutionary for me. I find myself honestly engaging daily in more and more what ifs.
I know. Isn't it amazing that that phrase is it's almost a neon, what if, what if? But what it does is it's given me permission to think outside the box. I always had it, but oh my golly, after 24-week course of challenges that we did, I think I learned more than anyone else.
I agree. I mean, honestly, Helen, way outside the box in some cases. Do you remember when we first started the What If Chronicles and our very first What If challenge? You and I explained to all of the participants that we were taking the course alongside them, that we weren't coming to the table as experts or as gurus or somebody that had any kind of, you know, all the answers. But you and I were co-students, sharing from our hearts what Father has been revealing to us from this place of divinity. As each of us engaged Father's hearts, both you and I and the students, expansion and awakening of our I amness erupted and engaged every challenge from the way of Father's heart, from that way of divinity that created such a wow in our lives. It was such a powerful experience.
You know, it really was that whole principle of understanding our I amness, um, it took seed in us, and for many of us in the What If Chronicles, and in both of our groups with the Convergence group and the River 474, we have grown into our I amness, but it took time. It really did take time for me coming out of the What If Chronicles. If I was going to say one of the most profound experiences was the realization of living from my sacred self rather than out of ego, because ego, as Wayne Dyer says, edges God out. And I didn't want him to be edged out of my life in anything. I wanted to live. I want to live from my sacred self in that resonance with God and his will.
Oh my goodness, I so agree, Helen. That place, as you're talking about, that place of inner standing, the differences and how those different voices, the frequency of ego attempts to do that is such a critical place for us to when in that place of inner standing, knowing what to do in those moments when that starts to happen. I know for me, our eyes seeing the door, our mouth opens it, is such a place of sovereignty of our sovereign self, of our sacred self, speaking and moving the way we've been designed to do, the way we've been designed to work within creation, even taught but never stopped to see just what those words can mean when they're actualized or experienced, because it's not just about speaking with our mouths, right? We experience the realities of sovereignty, or my language, our I amness, in such a powerful and unique way. It's so powerful and unique for each one of us. Personally, I find the challenges we share during the 24 weeks of the What If Chronicles being so expansive, and for me personally, expanding within me in ways I didn't expect, and I find so stunningly beautiful.
Engaging the challenges personally has shifted everything for me, absolutely everything. I love that we have been impacted by our own challenges. Like, who'd have thunk it, right?
Right.
For example, for me, understanding the power of unconditional love, operating in it with a powerful testimony, has truly been the greatest gift.
We've both received so much profound treasure along this journey together. Not only are we friends, and that friendship has gone to such a deep place with both of us, but we truly enjoy our conversations about the revelation and the divine expression of goodness in our lives, where those things take us. But we've now written a book together. My question is, what comes next?
Well, we definitely have more on the horizon, but for now, the most amazing thing is What If Chronicles is on Amazon. And just for those of you who don't know, it's a compilation of 20 of the 24 original challenges from the course. And we have edited many of them from what has been part of our journey since then. And as revelation continues to come, there's going to be more.